Check this out. One guitar wireless into my audio interface, no other pedals around. I'm going to use this camera to show that I indeed have no other gear except the guitar, wireless, and into the interface in the corner of the room. And this is the kind of sound that I can get. This is a Divitone MF Studio, and let's talk about it. Shout out to today's sponsor, Divitone, who sent me the MF Studio Smart Guitar for review. I get to keep the unit, but Divitone has not had any input in the production process, so all thoughts and opinions are my own. Thank you, Divitone. The MF Studio is a smart guitar that has amp, cabinet effects, and even pickup modeling. It bypasses the beginner's barriers to entry, having to purchase different effect pedals, amplifier, and integrates the entire signal chain in an all-in-one guitar. Just turn the system on, plug in earphones, and you can start playing right away. If you're a beginner or even a seasoned guitarist, watch on to see how I'm setting up the MF Studio to fit my Sunday service requirements. Today, we'll cover the guitar's build, how the smart system sounds, how you can get it to sound even better, and cover some troubleshooting tips. Let's talk about build quality, and side note, if you're a beginner guitarist, this was your first guitar, I am supremely jealous of you because the guitar is very well made. Let me show you something, okay? Can you see how low that action is? It's insane. When I first started guitar, my beginner guitar, the action was like that high, and I can tell you this is going to make a great difference to anyone who is trying to learn. It's a highly ergonomic instrument. It's got a forearm contour here that makes it comfortable to lean your arm against. And the lower bout over here reminds me of the Parker Fly when it was a thing back then. And lo and behold, the MF in MF Studio stands for Modern Fly. So I think this harkens back to the design of the Parker Fly. Divitone, if I'm wrong, please comment below. It sits well on the body. It does not have any neck dive. And because of the lower bout being angled this way, it makes for a very comfortable classical guitar playing position. Kids, this was how I was taught to practice guitar, with the guitar in this elevated position and the fretboard being angled this way so that I can play licks quite easily. I gotta say this again, I am really impressed with the build quality on the instrument. Before we look at the smart system, you need to know that the guitar functions perfectly well as a traditional guitar with the system off. Like modern super strats, the dual humbuckers with a 5-way blade selector switch can access a myriad of tones with a coil split in positions 2 and 4 for single coil like quack. The guitar is also quite resonant and can handle gain very well, as I've learned here. To get started with the smart system, press and hold the volume knob here. That's going to turn on the system, and you can press and hold and see that it's blinking. After turning on the guitar, open up the Divitone app and connect with your phone. And once all the effect blocks have lit up on your app, you can start tweaking presets on the MF Studio. To get the most out of the guitar, you'd really want to pair it with the accompanying Divitone app. Yes, it's yet another app to download and use on the phone, so it's slightly inconvenient for elderly millennials like me who want to decouple from the phone. I'll link where you can find the relevant software to update the firmware on the guitar so that both the guitar and the app are up to date and you don't miss out on new features when they appear. This is very important. The smart guitar system does not start up if you don't have anything plugged into the input jack. So if I try to press it and hold it right now, nothing happens. You see, nothing is getting turned on. So you do need to plug in something. And in my case, I have a wireless transmitter receiver, which I'm going to use with the system. Turn on the guitar. And then you're going to go into the app, and once you turn the app on, the app will search for a device, tap that, connect device. Now don't panic, this is completely normal. The app hasn't fully loaded yet. You can see that the preset is blank, there's nothing on screen yet. Wait for a while, it will load up. So do take note, that took about 10 seconds. So the app layout is quite simple. The top left hand corner is your presets list. The save button is over here, and your preset volume plus your effect blocks are here that you can tap to adjust. The toggles are there to on and off it. With the smart system on, each position of the pickup selector corresponds to a different preset. The bridge, currently on bridge, this is a solo sound. The fourth position is a riff sound. No delay or reverb. This goes to a funky sound. And the neck is clean as well. The signal path is from left to right, so you're looking at two layers. You've got the noise gate, you've got a drive or a compressor, depending, a pre. So this goes into, right, so the pre allows you to choose different types of effects. For now, let's go to compressor. And now in this section here, you've got overdrives. Before we go any further, if you found value in this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell icon to grow the channel. 80% of you unsubscribed, so help me out here. Thank you. And here you've got M Duo, Black Duo. Oh, VOKS, Vox. That looks very familiar. Hang on a second. Okay, call me crazy, but I reckon I can get this in view. Red Fuzz. Do I have a Red Fuzz over here? Let's go to TS. Red Fuzz. all right. One more thing before I confirm something. GTEQ1. Let's go back out. EQ block. GTEQ1. 125 hertz, 400 hertz, 800 hertz. No, 1.6 kilohertz. 4 kilo. I think Divitone and Sonicake are part of the same group of companies because it looks like I have a Pocket Master interface and Pocket Master sounds in the guitar, and I think that's really cool. I had a sneaky suspicion that the Pocket Master was somehow related to the MF Studio because the software looks exactly the same. If you take a look at the release notes, both software packages have NAMM capability around the same time, so I think that's too much of a coincidence. Again, Divitone, if I'm wrong, please correct me, but my suspicion is that you guys are related. Anywho, let's start to tweak this. Let's go to pure. It's exactly the same as the what we had on the Pocket Master. Turn the feedback and delay up. Now I'll change this to it's exactly the same as the Pocket Master. What's Ocean? I think this was the effect with the lower undertones. Here's what I find really exciting about this software. You can load in NAMM profiles, Neural M Modeler. And to do that, we're going to go into Tone Lift mode. And I already have a Tone King Imperial loaded up here, but when you tap on the menu, you can see that it can load up to 5 different NAMM profiles. And so when you click on the 3 dots in the context menu, you can import a sample. So you have to sync up your NAMM profiles in a folder somewhere. And in this case, because I'm on the iPhone, I sync it up on my iCloud drive. And that way the phone can sync up with the data on the laptop and I can load in the profile. And so far, this is what it sounds like. Once you're done, you're happy with that, tap the save, and then you can save that as part of your preset on this particular bank. There's no such thing as a perfect guitar, so here are some technical issues I ran into and the solutions I've come up with so far. Firstly, the LED on the pickup selector isn't bright. When I first plugged it in to charge with my studio lights on, I wasn't sure if there was any indication that the system was charging. It just so happened that when I turned the lights off for lunch break, I saw the LED in the darkness. If you're charging and in doubt as to its charge status, cover the pickup selector with your hand and see if it's red or green. Secondly, I think this guitar got knocked about in transit as the volume knob and the nut holding the power switch became loose. So loose that both the knob and the switch came off after about 2 hours of play. If this happens to you, don't panic. Take a pair of pliers, hold the switch in place, and tighten the nut. The switch should operate as usual. Next, put the volume knob back, but remember to give a little clearance above the body. This is a push-push switch, so it needs a little room above the body for you to press the switch down. Thirdly, there's no preset spillover. Delays and reverbs don't trail when you change presets, so there'll be a brief millisecond of silence as you engage a different preset. But as the demo track has made evident, it's not that noticeable in the full mix, and unless you're really hearing out for it, the average congregant isn't going to notice. Trust me, go back, listen to the track, it's subtle, but it's survivable. Fourthly, and this is the most problematic, the smart system has hung on me. I'm almost certain it was due to me operating the guitar on its factory firmware and not the latest firmware, while the app was on the latest firmware. In its hung state, it wasn't responding to anything, not even long pressing the power button to turn the system off. With the system on, I couldn't use the guitar in its unpowered state as a traditional guitar. So I did a very risky thing which could have bricked the guitar. I removed the battery. And fortunately for me, as you've heard the demo track, it worked. I could operate the smart system normally again. This time I was sure to update the guitar and it hasn't hung on me since. I'm pretty sure this is not a part of the standard operating procedures, so if Divitone comes back to me with an official solution, I'll be pinning the comment below, so watch this space. Let me wrap this up. For the beginner, I think the MF Studio is a good option. If you're unsure about whether the guitar is going to be a serious instrument for you, and you just want to dip your toes with a complete experience from guitar to effects to amplifier, this is a hard guitar to beat. It's easy to play, easy to maintain, and it sounds good. For the seasoned player, the MF Studio's ergonomics and robust hardware make it a decent choice for playing outside. You won't be retuning this every 30 seconds, and it feels comfortable playing for extended periods of time. The stock pickups are decent, and the smart system serves as a good backup in case your pedal board goes down. In short, I like this guitar, and on the scale of keep or toss, it's firmly a keeper. And that's me. What about you? What features did you like or dislike about the MF Studio? Are you for or against smart guitars? I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below, and I'll see you in this next video popping up after this.